Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, we are seen trying to achieve and develop very good usables, very good wearables. We want to have a very nice, great house, a beautiful car. You know, we want to wear the trendy dresses and have a fine dining in a trendy, famous restaurants, want to sit with the people, want to visit the nice places. That is all fine. I'm not against any of those things at all. The one thing is there, I think, that if at all we are not developing ourselves, then that's all and all and all is absolutely useless, no benefit and no use at all if at all I am not developing myself as a person. If at all I'm not developing my own value, it means I am nothing. And dear friends and fellows, it is very, very important indeed that we people start developing ourselves. Rather, we need to make our personal development a priority, a top priority. Then, if at all, even if I'm not living in a great house, not using the beautiful car and other all those accessories, so it means still I'm successful and I have made certain achievement. But vice versa, contrary to that, if I don't develop myself, all the other developments are vain and useless. So, dear friends and fellows, since we have made it a topic of our discussion today, so once I was looking upon the important items. Of course, there are many, but we have chosen and shortlisted only the nine of these items which can develop us personally and which can make us a much, much better person. So, dear friends and fellows, those nine things are going to be debated upon, are going to be talked about, are going to be presented here so that we note it not only on the paper, rather upon the mind and heart of our. So, we should try to develop ourselves on those particular lines. So once we are working, once we have made it a top priority, I think our life will become beautiful, our life will become a purposeful one, and we will be a real and a genuine success indeed. Now let's look upon all of those nine things one by one. First of all, it is my dear friends and fellows, the first thing in this regard is that we need to develop a growth mindset. What is this development of the growth mindset, by the way? It means that we should set just just slightly challenging, just beyond your current capability. The goals, we need to set the goals and the targets which are slightly beyond my current capability, so that to be able to achieve that, I have to exert, I have to work hard, I have to work smart, I have to develop myself, because the targets which I have set, these are beyond my current capability. So then we need to break those goals into the milestone, into the sub goals, and in a technical manner, in a strategic manner, in a sensible and intelligent manner, so that at one time I should be seen working upon one sub goal of mine. In this manner, I will be able to achieve one sub goal, the next sub goal, the third sub goal. As for the division of a goal into a sub goal is concerned, I shall like to put forward, a case like a butcher slaughters a goat, and then, after removing the skin from the goat, what they do is that they break it, they divide it into the major parts, and then they, further cut every major part into the smaller, bite-sized pieces. So in the same manner, I think that we need to break our goal into the sub goal, and we should be working upon one sub goal in this manner. If at all we are working upon our goal, we will be able to achieve all that one by one. So the first thing is, out of the nine, develop a growth mindset. Do not think that our capabilities are fixed and cannot be developed. There are people who believe that I am after 40 or so, I'm declining, I'm not improving at all. I think they are wrong. We can develop our capabilities, we can identify and develop and polish our talents and talents and capabilities in this manner. I think everything else can be developed. Whatever we are working upon, it is quite developable, and we need to believe, and we need to believe that I can develop myself in every aspect. Develop a growth mindset. Now, the second is improve your emotional intelligence. We need to improve our emotional intelligence, because the emotional intelligence does matter a lot. Because if at all we are not emotionally intelligent, we are unable to manage our emotions. These unmanaged emotions will wreak a havoc in my life. I think off and on at certain stages in my life, in your life. I think if at all we have not learned, we have not developed, emotional intelligence in ourselves. If at all we are unable to manage our emotions, these unmanaged emotions will become quite dangerous for us. Now, the third thing is that cultivating healthy relationships. Not only that we need to develop the relationships, we need to develop the healthy relationship ownerships only. As for the toxic relationships are concerned, I think we either need to make it healthy, or we need to minimize, we need to come out of that relationship. We all relationship we are trying to develop must be healthy. I need to have, you need to have very healthy relationship, because in not only keeping goals are set, rather as far as our own personal life is concerned, we actually have out our goal out of a personal healthy relationships. Very important in every aspect, not only in our work life, but our in personal life, in both of our life, in the both segments of our life. Personal, as far healthy relationships are concerned, these matter a lot. Now, the fourth is, establish strong values and ethics. Establish strong values and ethics. I think we must become a man of principle. And if at all we are not a man of principle, I think it is totally and absolutely wrong. It is very bad indeed. If at all we are chasing the money, we are chasing the fame, it's useless. I need to become a man of principle. I need to uphold the ethics and the morals and the values, and because this makes us really long term. So to make it as the thing is a strong value, that is true meaningful pursuit of meaningful these goals, not just not just the fame, but meaningful goal which are, which can, although it will uplift my personal life, but at the same time I think there should be, I think it is very important indeed that not only I need to set the goals, and not only I need to pursue the goals, the goals must be a meaningful one. Chasing superficial goals like fame or wealth, leaves me unfulfilled, because lasting happiness comes from pursuing meaningful self-actualization, meaningful pursuing meaningful self actualization aligned with your unique talents and purpose. There is a unique capacity, there is a unique purpose in your life. I know must be next one with must aligned with unique and I you unique purpose. I have you have pursue how it's unique life learning. Important. I can improve without the learning. I can develop all without learning. Learning is very important. Life learning is very important, because I need to improve myself with the passage of the look my fellows, the all I have better, I have better car, you, I many human, if we better all things. So I if at all we ourselves are not better than all those things which I and you are trying to achieve, it will be absolutely useless, it will be absolutely vain. I think keeping in view all that, what is needed here is that we need to have we need to lifelong learning, lifelong learning. So that is the number six. And the seventh is that practice self-care. Practicing self-care is very important. Neglecting emotional, physical, or mental well-being leads to burnout. Be sure to exercise even when busy to manage stress. To manage stress, uplift energy and mood. I think we need to do all that security, activity. I need to provide some proper nutrition with enough from to charge. I need exercise, and also I need to do the fullness meditation. So all the care, if at all any sort of medication is needed, and I think all those are needed, whatever need care are important. If I don't take myself, who else is doing that? I already have own problem. So I need to take myself how the aid contributing to me, not shouldn't be very small, because if at all we are so much selfish, I think we are just materialistic one. It is totally and absolutely wrong. What is desperately needed is that I need to do something. Not all of that, but a major portion of my effort will go to me, and then of course a little bit of all that. It depends upon your own preferences, but I must be doing something for the sake of community. Now, the ninth and the last is continually improve yourself. We need to continually improve ourselves. How can we do that? Believing a high value person isn't finish line but lifelong journey of incremental growth. Review your habits monthly. We need to review our habits monthly, and we need to keep improving our habit. If at all we are improving our habits, if at all we are trying to eradicate the bad and the unnecessary, and we are also trying to create the necessary, and we are improving our habits routine, I think we are continually improving your that is very needed. So these are the nine things I think which can develop personally. I need to develop myself personally. You need to develop personally. All of us need to develop our personally, and very very important because we have developed personally. It means that we got and all unfortunately we have failed here in this segment. It means that we have failed everything else and everywhere else. So that's all from me at the moment. Thank you very much.